Welcome back everybody. Tonight we are having a quick look at GameStop. So GameStop today is pretty flat. We can see that over the past 5 days now, the week has been up by only 1.5%, which is very small for GameStop. And in fact, today, the losses that we are seeing are pretty immense, down by about 23% towards the lows. And of course, over the, post-market session, we are up by around 5%, but it's not really the most significant pullback that we are seeing. So of course, now with the past week being quite flat, you have to ask yourself, is now the time to buy GameStop, or should you avoid this one? Well, of course, nobody knows for certain, and I am not a financial advisor, so please make sure to come to your own conclusions and formulate your own opinions, but in this video, I'm giving you all of mine. So do make sure to subscribe to the channel as we talk about stocks, including GameStop and AMC, every single day. So it would be appreciated, and now that I've said that, let's just jump in. Right, so GME over the past week now has been quite flat, unfortunately, like I have mentioned. So this one is only up by about 1.5%. So initially we had this strong push on the 10th of March, which brought us up by 52% from the previous day. This was good to see, but unfortunately, just as quickly as it went up, we went down and we lost about 24% of share price. And ever since that point, really, we have been down. Looking at the lows of that day, we can see that we continue to drop into the next week, down about 11% now, which is not the best. And another indication, which I'm going to come on to in a moment, is the amount of interest around GameStop in general. So we're going to move on to that in just a second, but one thing that we still do need to consider is the amount of growth that we have been seeing in the stock price over the past 30 days. We are still up by around 344%, with gains of $170 in share price. So in my eyes, that is the most important thing to consider, because this one is still up by a very large amount, and now we are seeing one of the first days of negativity. So of course, it is quite a big day. It has dropped by quite a large amount, but you can see now on the charts, on the 1 month charts, when you do put this one into perspective, it hasn't really dropped off by as much as some people are anticipating, and I think that is the important thing to remember. Right, now I want to move on to the Google Trends charts. Now, we haven't really looked at GameStop on this one before, but we can see this one basically talks about the interest around the term GameStop stock. And of course, we can see that in the past week, it was pretty high, actually pretty flat from this point here on the 11th. And we can see it did continue to decrease on the Friday as we went into the weekend. Now, understandably, the weekend was flat. Not a lot of people were looking at stocks on the weekend. It makes sense. But now today on the Monday, we are seeing another increase in interest around GameStop. Now, it's not too much, and of course we can see in comparison to the Friday even, it is a decrease in interest, which is significant in my eyes, and we can see that over the past week, if we were to draw a line all the way through that, the general direction is unfortunately down. So it shows that interest over time from Google for GameStop is actually dropping, and I think that is significant to note. Now, whether this stock is dead or not, I definitely don't think it is yet, but obviously this is an indication of how many people are Googling the term GME stock, and obviously it has been dropping over the past week. So that is important to note going forwards, I do believe. But right now we can see that on the charts, this one is still up significantly. And right now we are seeing a bit of a drop in price, like I have mentioned, and it has been pulling itself down quite strong today, and it hasn't even really come back towards the end. I think that is quite significant, and for that reason, guys, if you are looking to buy GameStop into tomorrow, I personally would avoid this one. So in my opinion, guys, when it comes to looking at buying this one or selling this one, I definitely wouldn't sell it yet, because I'm not too certain as to where this one is going. Again, if you have got decent profits, I would take the profits and sell it, because of course it has gone up by a rather significant amount, and it would make sense to do that in this situation, because it would be, in my eyes at least, the logical thing to do. But if you're looking to buy this one, personally I wouldn't do it. I think it is too soon to say whether the hype is over or not, but obviously the indication of Google searches is actually going down, and now the share price is following. I think this could continue into tomorrow, but we just don't know yet. So basically that is the reason why GameStop is dropping. The interest has been decreasing over the past week, and now we are seeing people basically selling off, perhaps frustrated with the fact that it has been remaining pretty flat in the past week, perhaps just, not interested in this one anymore, but for whatever reason, we are seeing the interest go down. I think subsequently, this could be reflected into the next few days. So again, if we do want to have a quick look at this one on the Yahoo Finance charts, and have a look at the traded volume, we can see that volume around this point here was 60 million, going up to 24, going up and up and up. We can see that we hit highs around here of 30 million traded, I do believe. So there's 25 as well. And of course, the volume was consistently going up. We can see up to about 74 million here, and we did continue to rally up to about the 178 million shares traded per day at this range. Now, if we do have a quick look at the amount of shares traded today, we can see that we are on around 23 million, I do believe. So it's not too bad. We can see that we do still have a lot of interest, but perhaps these people may be selling. So there is still quite a lot of interest around it, and again, that is why I think it is too soon to say whether this one is dead or not, but just to be cautious, I personally wouldn't buy it at the moment. But please do tell me what you're doing with GameStop down below. I do want to hear your opinions, so please make sure to drop them. Thank you for viewing this video. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.